Hello, pocket knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here. So, I will tell you that when I first, one of my first knives, I don't know if I told the story before, one of my first knives was the Spyderco police, ATS 55. Back in the day when I wasn't a knife collector at that point. I was just, I don't know how I gravitated to it. Either way I did, wasn't the best looking knife in the world to me, but it was, I didn't realize how good Spyderco was. I just kind of had the knife. Fast forward, when I started collecting knives about 5 years ago now. I started like 2019, 2020. I started getting interested in knives, and sort of introduced myself to Spyderco. I looked at the PM2 and, you know, PM2 just is one of those knives that it's a love-hate. If you understand it, you're going to love it. And if you love what knives are for, cutting, you have to appreciate it. But, it has an acquired look. It's a weird look to it. And some people that see it for the first time think it looks stupid, looks ugly, which I did. Much wiser today, and everything about it, it's amazing. I keep going back to it. I have more PM2s than any other model of knife, and there's a reason for that. When I first got my first PM2 or first looked at the PM2, you're looking at it and it's got this disproportionate, handle. The handle's much longer than the blade. The aesthetics to me weren't something that, compared to some other knives that look cool, it didn't have that. So anyway, I gained an affinity for the knife because I fully understand what it is today. With all the amazing knives out there today, I'm going to tell you from a functional standpoint, the Spyderco PM2 is still one of the best knives in the world. No question about it. There's a reason why this handle is much longer and bigger than the blade. Just the whole ergonomics, just an amazing tool. The full flat grind, the cutting ability, the uncompromising steel that's used. I can't say enough about Spyderco, man. They truly are, when you really boil down to it, as simple as this knife is, when you compare it to some stuff today, when it really boils down to cutting, it's just amazing. And this knife just has self-defense ergos all through it. It's just incredible. Anyway, I forgot I ordered this. When the charge came on my card, I call in Blade HQ. Hey, somebody's charging something on my card. What are you guys doing? Yeah, did you order this X amount of months ago? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I did. So, I haven't really done an unboxing like this. This is really an unboxing, but this turned out to be something really special. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm going to do like a video on the PM2 after this also. Anyway, so let's just take a look at it. This, I'm very patriotic. So when I first saw this, that's what grabbed my eye. It is the Black Dunes PM2. And oh boy, wow. What's so interesting about this? Man, I don't know how this is coming over on the camera, but in person, man, this thing is impressive. Really impressive, actually. The handle is, wow. So, Just a quick background, all right? To celebrate the century of excellence with the limited edition Spyderco PM2 paramilitary 2 created to honor the 100th anniversary of HL Dallas, that's DALIS, an iconic New York-based cutlery distributor. As a tribute to their deep roots in the Empire State, this exclusive design features a precision laser-cut blade with an engraving of the Statue of Liberty, symbolizing both freedom and the company's enduring legacy. The blade is crafted from Spyderco's proprietary CPM Spy27 steel, offering outstanding edge retention and durability with the fat carbon black dunes handle scales complete the sleek collectible look. As a special surprise, a handful of randomly selected knives will come signed by Spyderco founders Sal and Eric Lesser, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I actually have a dark titanium scales that I have for the PM2. That when I saw these scales in pictures, I didn't like them. I was like, I don't know about that. I'll probably change this out when I get it, when I get the knife. Holy crap. In person, actually, I'm looking at my camera image and it looks good in camera too. These scales, these, oh my goodness, these scales are amazing. I really like the fat carbon on here. So this is the knife, the Black Dunes Spyderco PM2. You see how they put Sal and Eric's initials. You know how they normally do it. For obvious reasons, they couldn't put them where they normally put them. So because of all the cutouts in the blade, that is really amazing. I mean, I'm a huge patriot, you know. So I mean, I love the United States. I fully appreciate this country and what it is. And, you know, when I see patriotic stuff like this, I normally gravitate to it. And when I saw this knife, I was like, I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, does that look corny? You know, does that look stupid? I'm not exactly sure. But, you know, now seeing it in person, the only thing stupid is the position of that pocket clip. Yeah, man. Wow. This is really this thing is amazing. I'm really, really happy with this. I mean, I bought this as a collector's edition, obviously, collector's item. Definitely not to be cutting with it, obviously. You know, man. So, for those of you not familiar with Spy27, it is a powdered metallurgy made by Crucible, CPM, and exclusive for Spyderco. You know, it's chemical medical chemical composition is similar to S35VN, or it's exactly like S35VN. You know, it's either very, 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 very similar or basically the same thing. Either way, so you might ask yourself then, if that's the case, why would Spyderco have commissioned Crucible to make it? Marketing, blade stock availability, that, you know, Spyderco can buy the Spy27 in bulk at a very good price. And, you know, they had their own proprietary steel. So, but they could have used S30V or S35 or S45, but you know, it's cool. Spy27. It's, damn, what am I doing? Like, how tight does that have to be? Yeah, Spy27 is, you know, a middle range steel. You know, when you look at the Knife Nerds chart, it's right there in the middle, S35VN. You know, so you're looking at 5 toughness, 5 on the edge retention, and 7.5 with the corrosion resistance. So, you know, yeah, it's good stuff. And this thing is so cool. I absolutely love this. Oh man, the edge is wicked. Oof. Yeah, this is a really nice knife. I am so happy. Spyderco CPM Spy27. It's got the Spyderco. So I really like how they had to, you know, they had to take the Spyderco, the spider that's normally there. Of course, they couldn't do it there, so they put it back here on the Ricasso, and the they kind of stuffed everything on the finger choil here, and the Golden Colorado USA Earth is in its normal position, and they just have Eric's signature. They put Sal's signature back here with Eric's. Yeah, so I'm not signature, initials, you know, because of this. Yeah, this rocks, man. I'm really happy about this. Looks like the hole is a little bigger too. I don't know. Is it? Maybe. I'm not gonna take my tool out and measure it. I don't care about it that much. It looks a little bigger. Compression lock. Yeah, these scales, I'm not changing these scales at all. I was gonna change the scales, but nah, this can stay just like that. And you know, you're not supposed to change scales on stuff like this anyway. When you get a special edition like this, you're supposed to leave it in its present form. It's done that way for a reason. It's a special edition. But when you see pictures of this on the internet, it just doesn't look as impressive. The fat carbon looks amazing in person, man. Oof, that is so hot. Yeah, I absolutely love the PM2. I really, really love this knife. I got 12 or 13 of them, I think. I'm gonna do a video on it very soon. You know, I try to make sure that everyone I get is different at this point, either a different blade steel or just something different about it. But that's nothing. I seen a guy with a really wicked collection of PM2s. And at first when I saw it, I was like, why would you get all those PM2s? Now I know why. I got the bug just like him. Yeah, this is gorgeous, man. This is really gorgeous. So cool. Thanks, friends. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this just like it is. Yeah, this comes with a Spyderco explanation of what Spy27 is. It gives the chemical, the exact alloy composition of, yeah, so you can check that if you care enough to check to see if S35 VN and Spy27 are exactly the same. You can just look at the chemical composition and tell. I don't care enough about it to look. I think they are, though. So, yeah. I didn't know that CPM Spy27 was the alloy formula of VG10. I didn't know that. That's where they kind of like where they started, you know, and then they ended up, you know, improving it dramatically, obviously. So, anyway, Yeah. Yeah, this is hot. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. Do a couple of videos on this. Definitely, I love it. I absolutely love it. You know. Yep, that is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Black Dunes. Uh, yeah, guys, this is a PS. I had to add to this after I finished that filming that section of my video. I noticed this as I further examined this spectacular cutting tool. They polished um, they polished this blade. They polished the entire blade. You know, I'm sitting here looking at it, and I just thought it was worth noting it. You can even see um, on this the deployment hole spine section of the blade how shiny it is there and how smooth it is. Even the jimping is a little smoother. You can see they came over this thing and they really took their time um, to make this thing special. Really, really, really is nice. You know, when you compare it to you know, a regular grind from the PM2. I don't know if you can notice. Let me see if how this looks. Yeah, you can definitely see it in the camera here, where it's polished. The finish is a very, very fine, smooth polish that they put on this entire blade. Everything is knocked down, really, really nice and smooth. You know, they really took their time. Even the action is glass. You know, I can definitely feel it. I believe the entire tang probably is polished also, you know. So yeah, it really I even think that if I put my micrometer on this, I think that the tip is a little thinner. Just a little thinner than a regular PM2. I mean, it's going to be microns, but it definitely looks like it. I don't know if it looks that way just because it's polished and it's a little bit knocked off on the edges here, whereas the regular PM2 is much, you know, much flatter. You know, this has this that. You know, wow, man, this is really, really nice. I really like the effort put into this knife. Really am impressed with it. So yeah, just wanted to add that to it, you know, because it's not something that with all the PM2s I've never had one with detail done up like this. So all right. This time, man, I'm going for good. All right, thanks a lot.